Alright, so here we go. I have done a significant amount of work off camera since the last game design stream. Um, and I have started creating the first level, as very evident. Um, I've created a ton of different stuff, so I'm actually going to start it from, so go into levels, go into title. I'm going to start it from here because there's actually, so when I click play, let me maximize this, there's actually a menu system here now. There's new game, load game, and then quit. I'm going to click new game, which will spawn me here. Oops. So I'm just going to play through what I have on the level so far. So I got two different AIs, some moving platforms, and then I got these pressure plates here with some boxes, and then a bouncy mushroom, as you saw. Sometimes it glitches and shoots you up way higher than it should, but most of the time it shoots you up a consistent distance. So I got some movable boxes, which I believe I've showed off already. I probably haven't actually. We got some pressure plates. You saw when I put the box on it, it activates the pressure plate. Here in this case, when I activate this pressure plate, it doesn't do anything. Like when I stand on it, it doesn't do anything. You have to have a box on it. So if I go ahead and put the box on it, now both the pressure plates have boxes on them, and you see the door opened up. If I move the box off, the door closes. So it works pretty well. That's all I have so far, so let's get back into level design. I believe I've already showed off. I don't think I've showed off any of this shit, actually. I haven't showed off this trap. I haven't showed off these enemies. These enemies here I sort of copied a tutorial for, but this one I created on my own, completely from scratch. So if I go into the enemies tab, there's two knights here for these two knights, and then a ninja for this guy. The knights, what I did is I copied the player character and then changed some stuff. The ninja, on the other hand, I created all of this completely from scratch. And it actually worked out pretty much exactly how I wanted it to. There's only like one slight issue with it, is that it shoots after it's already been hit. So we'll have to figure that out. Okay, in any case, let's continue building the level. So we're over here. And I think I actually want to center these on the door. Well, hold on, let's grab them all first before I do that. Let's grab all three. And then, actually, let's do it from top to bottom. So the arrows are down here. And we'll go ahead and center this more on the door like that. Just looks a little better. Oh, I also have this collision box down here, so that if the player falls out of the world, it just resets the level, which is really nice. So these bouncy mushrooms are kind of interesting because you can angle them and then have the character bounce in whatever direction they're angled at, which I think is kind of interesting. And I also have potentially a cool idea here, so let's delete some of these platforms, maybe 3 of them, and then we'll grab some of these edges, move them over, place this in its proper location, overlap it by 1 pixel, sure. And then we'll grab this guy. So I want to sort of make We'll overlap it one more. There we go, that's perfect. And how is this? Yeah, it's overlapped like that. Okay. So I want to take, let's go to level items, level stuff. I believe I called it pad. Yes, I did. Should really rename it to Bouncy Shroom. I kind of want to make a level here where you have to use these mushrooms in order to bounce across. I'm actually going to, for the time being, move the player start over to where I'm working so that I can just test things without having to do the entire level. So let's grab maybe 3 bouncy mushrooms, see if that works. Play. Well, I completely missed. Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. I didn't put them on 0 for the y-axis. So now they should be interactable with. Yep. Alright, 3 is probably pretty too easy. So can I get away with just 2? So if I do like 1 here. Yeah, not quite. Oh wait, hold on, it made a sound actually. Oh, that's weird. Let's take a look at this pad real quick. Oh, I see what the issue there was. Alright. We want to get our capsule component. Get capsule component. There we go. Get capsule component. And break this wire. And we'll move this into... Oh. No. Wherever we collide is where we're looking. Hold on. Let me figure this. What did I just do? On actor begin overlap. Wait, what? Is this box even being used? It's not. So we're off the wrong overlap component. So let's do this. Other actor. Let's see. The problem I'm having is if we open up our character, our 2D side scroller character, and go over to the viewport, there's this box here for the sword. We only want it to collide with pawns. No. Well, if I do only pawns, I think that will fix this issue for sure. No, it didn't fix that issue. It also launched the character super high. Yeah, okay, so the issue I'm having is this is being super weird. How do I go about fixing that? Also, why is there a sequence? Oh, I know that there's a sequence here. I don't need it anymore. So we need to get our capsule component. Let's see. How do I go about fixing this? Because it's can I what can I do with this capsule component? Because I can't connect it into here. Maybe I just leave it like that? Let's try that. Nope, that's still using the big box. What do I do with this? I want it to only work if it's overlapping the capsule component, not everything. So how do I get that to work? Because I don't want to, so right now it's kind of inconsistent because if I'm facing this way, I just fall off instantly, but if I'm facing this way, there's a lot more leeway because of the stupid box that I've got here. So I need to do something with this box. Oh, whoop. I need to figure out how to sort of ignore this box when we're casting to the 2D side-scroller character. Which is kind of tricky to figure out. What am I doing with this capsule component? How do I do this? How do I figure this out? So we only want this to overlap. We'll ignore world static stuff, I think. That's not doing anything. That's really annoying. Well, there's one way to technically do it, actually, now that I think about it. There is a way to figure this, to sort of cheat this. And it has to do with the fact that this capsule is wider than the box. So basically what I can do is throw you into perspective mode, figure out where the hell I am, down here, and we can actually move these mushrooms so that they won't be overlapping with the box. So if we move them like there, maybe, -55, does that still work? Yep, that still works. Oh, that might have solved my problem instantly. So you can still jump on them. I'm just not really able to see whether or not... Well, you know what? Here's a way to test it pretty easily. Let's take our 2D side-scroller character and go back up to the top here. So our scale on the X is 6.75. We'll just make it like 10 for now, and we'll put it back to 6.75 later. You know what? I'll make it 20. There we go. We'll make it 6.75 back. We'll put it back in a sec. I just want to test. Yeah, there's no way. Ah, nope. Oh, this one I hadn't moved yet, though. Hold on, this one I hadn't moved yet. So this will be... In the Y, we'll put -55. Yeah, okay, so that is outside the range of the collision box. We'll set this back to 6.5. We'll compile and save. So that should do the trick. So as long as I put the pads at... And there's actually another pad. So we'll put this back to the right view. So there's another pad here. So if I stick this pad at -55, as long as I don't put any pads near the camera, should work. Okay. So obviously these two don't work, but if I move them a little closer, probably will be able to make that jump. There you go, that jump's makeable, but I kind of want something blocking it, maybe? Some sort of challenge here? Or maybe instead, what I do is stick them... Let's see, if I move... Stop, let me move it. No, stop it. I just want the mushroom. So if we do this, and then, let's see, we can angle this back that way, and we'll move it. Let's see, can I make that jump there? Whoops. Hold on, let's figure this out. Okay, what should be the end goal of this level, though? So if I stick these here like this, And then maybe we go to our level items and then take one of these forest up and downs, stick it here. It's gonna move up first. So we can get onto this, and then how do we want to figure this out? Well, first of all, I need to set this to 0. This is kind of tricky because it does that like low bounce. I think that's possible. If we wait for it. Oh yeah, that's definitely possible. So you just gotta time that right. And then we'll have to extend this up higher so that we can't see that. Well, also so we can't get on top of it. Or maybe we do want to get on top of it. So maybe what I do here is move this down 127 blocks, and then let me figure out what that is though. Let me do some math. And then put a top on it. So let's see, 1924 minus 127 is 1797. Okay. Next step is to, whoops, go back to our floors, our actors, and then we want our forest wall roof. Let's figure out what the X on this is. 695. Okay, so we're 2 off. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just move it like this. There we go. 695. 0. And then we'll move this down into place. Move 1 pixel over to just close up that gap because for some reason it has that sometimes. Actually, we'll move it this way because it's more important to close that gap. Okay, so now we have this, and this guy I'm actually going to move. I've already moved it 1 pixel up. Let's move it 2 pixels up, just so that, because it is overlapping with this one, so I want to make sure one of them, I want to make sure they don't look glitchy in the game. So what we could do here is make it so that, well, we need a wall here for sure. So we'll move these guys over. Forest wall base. I can grab this. Stick this in, make this 2. Let's just stick this at 17. I know it's at 17. Okay, do I need to move this at all though? How do I, okay, you know what, let's just get this thing underneath its X value. 3670. So there we go, now that's lined up perfectly. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like that, and then we can take this, go with 3670, and the Z will be different. We'll have to move it down manually. It's a little too far. Drop it down just a couple pixels, move it over 1 so you can't climb anything. 36. 71. Oh, that's 35. 6. There we go. Move it down a couple pixels. Perfect. So now we got our wall started here. This wall is going to be higher though. Wait a minute. If I get up there, yeah, if you just wait that, you can get up there. So if I'm up here and I jump, okay, I can see the top of that. That's not quite ideal. Yeah, whatever. It's close. So what we could do is, the question is, how are we going to get, we need to create a completely new item, I think. And that item is going to be a drawbridge. So if we go to our level items, level stuff, we're going to create a, well, first of all, we need to save this. We're going to create a completely new blueprint class, and we'll create an actor, and we'll call this drawbridge. We'll add some sprite components. Paper sprite. And I don't know how many we're going to need. I think I want it to be tileable. Well, we're obviously going to need a collision box. Or do we? No, we don't need a collision box. No, actually we do. Because we need to put this on wherever the pressure plate is. So we'll add a collision box. Box, collision. So let's figure out how we want this to look. Let's look through our sprites and see if we have anything that could make a drawbridge potentially. I'm thinking maybe these, but not 100% sure on that. Let's see. There's all our character sprites. There's a background sprite. Drawbridge, 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 drawbridge. What are we looking for here? We want to make it tileable for sure. I'm thinking we're going to have to import new assets into our Unreal Engine so that we can figure out, so that we can make something that actually looks like a drawbridge. I think I know how I'm going to go about doing it. I just need to find the right textures. I don't want to use the ledge because I've already used that for the pressure plate. Oh yeah, this mushroom here, I need to, this is currently set to my health pickup item, and I need to reassign the health pickup to something else, because I want to use the mushroom later for something else. I don't want to use the stone block because I plan on using that later. This doesn't really look like a drawbridge. I mean, maybe for like, that could work for the factory level, but for the foresty level, it doesn't really work that well. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is grab some new assets. So where did I put my, hold on, you'll have to bear with me. I have to figure out where I put things. Let's see. Documents, Unreal Projects, Real Game, no. My project, no. First game, yeah, there we go. Source. So we got all these tile sets that I can use. Let's go put those tile sets into our game design folder. Oops, accidentally clicked the display capture thing. Source, tile sets. Let's create a new folder, and we'll call it MISC. Okay, I can leave the character in there, that's fine. I'm probably never going to use the character tile set for that, or the character sprite sheet there. That's fine. So we go back into our Unreal Engine. Sprites folder, sprites. New folder, MISC. And I believe there's an images folder here. Yes, there is. New folder, MISC. Let's drag all of these guys into our miscellaneous images folder. Okay, and then we will sprite actions, apply PagerDuty settings. Sprite actions, create sprites. We'll delete this one actually, we're going to extract sprites from that one. So we'll take these guys and drag them into our miscellaneous sprites folder. Move here. And for this guy, we're going to actually sprite actions extract sprites. We want auto, and then we'll have to extract those. But this guy, we're going to have to duplicate a couple times. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Let's figure this out. So these, let me grab all these other tiles first, and then move them into our miscellaneous tiles folder, or our miscellaneous sprites folder, so that I can just deal with the things that I want to deal with. Come on, hurry it up. So I'm going to take these three, and I'll duplicate them, and I'll duplicate them once more. And I need to move. So let's see. Edit source region. How do I do this? So source dimensions 144. So I think they're a third that. What's a third 144? Let me figure this out. 144 divided by 3. No, that's times. Divided by 3 is 48. So we'll do 48 and 48. So you have this one tile. Save. Close. Yeah, so that makes that work. 48. Actually, hold on. Let's instead delete. Let's delete all of these, and we'll duplicate this guy. We'll duplicate this guy 3 times. And duplicate, and so now we have just 9 of these, and then all I have to do is move the spacing. So 48, perfect. And then this guy will be 48 times 2, which is 96, I believe. So just double check that. Yep, 96. 96. Save. 48. Whoops. 0. The Y value should be 48 on this guy. Save. 48 and 48. Save. 96 and 48. That says 9. There we go. 48. Save. 0, 90, oops, 96, save, 48 and 96, save, and last but not least, 96 and 96, save. Okay, so now I can take all of these guys and move them into our miscellaneous sprites area. Okay, we'll just rename them real quick. Oops. Some of these could actually go pretty well in our factory level. I don't know, we can probably use these somewhere. I'm probably never going to use these tiles here in this project, but, oh, whoops, got the E. There we go. Now I can take all these and should be able to move them right there. There we go. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Okie dokie. I am back. So let's head into our miscellaneous sprites folder here and try and figure out kind of what I want to use for this drawbridge. Thinking maybe this guy. You tile those together, how well does it look? Holy shit, that is tiny, dude. Yeah, these sprites are super tiny. Alright, let's go back into our level stuff. Drawbridge. Let's create the drawbridge first, and then we'll head into our viewport. Let's see. How are we gonna do this though so that it is completely tileable and you can make it infinitely big? Guess we could have well, I know how I would do it if I'm making it just a certain length. Do I want to maybe just do that instead? I guess for now we can just do that instead, just make it a certain length. Okay, let's add our tiles to these, or our sprites to these. Let's see, where's the sprites that we just imported? Scroll down until I find it. It's probably way at the bottom. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of sprites here. Here we go. Alright, what am I looking for? Probably... I was thinking probably this guy. Holy shit, that's tiny. Let's increase the size of it. Like 5 maybe? Oops, let's just set this back to 1 and lock it. That's probably an okay size, having 5. So we kind of just need to move this sprite. Like that. That moves way too quickly, holy shit. So how far over has this been moved? 40. So we'll just move this over 80 then. And then this one over 120. Okay. So the idea is these will show up sort of one at a time, starting with this. In fact, I think this the first one's just always going to be visible. Well, first thing I want to check is when I put it in the world, how many of these am I'm going to need a fuck ton of these. So we'll have it start. I want to get rid of this default scene root, I think. I want the box, make new root. So the box will be, no, actually we do need a scene. We do need a scene component, and we'll make that the new root. Because we need to be able to move the box. Alright. Okay, that's way better at least. Now I can see what I'm doing. Jesus Christ, these are tiny though. Although, now that I do that, if I take the scene, I can scale the entire thing up. So do 5, compile and save. So if we have it sort of like in the wall, kind of like so, and we'll set it to 1. No, we'll set it to -1. Just so it's behind that, but still accessible. So if we have it kind of like this, we're gonna need a lot of these to tile over to there. So that's, I think, 8. That's 12. That's 16. That is 20. 24. 28. It's about 32. 36. This makes 40. So we're going to need about 44 of these guys. That's not ideal. Whoops. Alright, so we need about 44 of these sprites, which is kind of a lot. Let's see. So that makes 8 more, or 4 more. Jesus Christ, this is gonna take a while. So 120, so this needs to be at 160. Oh, why did I put it way down there? Oh, this needs to be at 28. Because I scaled, I see what happened there. No, it needs to be at 30, maybe? 24. Wait, why did I type 32? I didn't type 32, but I guess that's where it needed to be. Alright, sprite 5, so this needs to be 32. So we're adding 8 each time. So this needs to be 40. 48. 56. You know what? Let's double this. So now we still need quite a few more. We need like double this amount. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a lot of code. So we had, wait, how many did we have before? 8, I think. Why is sprite 8 way down here. So we had 56 before. 56 plus 8 is 64. So we'll move that guy. Sprite 9, 64 plus 8 is 72. Then we'll move this guy to 80. And then we'll move this guy to 88. $96. 104. 112. And 120. And we're still not there. God damn it. Alright, let's scale the entire thing to 15. Let's see if that works. There we go. That'll work. Holy shit. We'll delete one, actually. We'll delete one of these guys. Just so that we have less coding to do. Alright, that should work perfectly. That's exactly what I need. So, unfortunately, now we have this shit to take care of. I do need the event tick, but I don't need those two. So we do need on component begin overlap, and I assume we'll probably need on component end overlap. Wait, how am I gonna do this? We'll add a number to it, so that if I overlap it with multiple boxes, it's fine. Yeah, we'll do. So we'll add a variable. We'll add a float variable. And we'll call this boxes overlapped. And then, so the default's going to be 0. So on begin overlap, we're going to get boxes overlapped. We're going to set boxes overlapped. Well, hold on begin overlapped with our pushable box first. We need to cast the pushable box. Cast the pushable box. Other actor. So if that succeeds, and it is indeed overlapping the pushable box, we will set boxes overlapped, and we will float plus float. We'll add 1 to it, and we'll set it to the new number. Over here, wait, hold on. How are we going to do this? Are we trying to... So I guess if it's... As long as it's not 0. I guess I can duplicate the drawbridge later if I need to add more boxes to activate the drawbridge. But for now, we'll just do the 1. Cast to pushable box weight 2. And then we will we'll get our boxes overlapped variable, and we will subtract float minus float. We'll subtract 1, and then we will set our boxes overlapped to the new variable. So off of the event tick, we will do a branch, and our condition will be if boxes overlapped. We'll get boxes overlapped, and we will see if it is greater than 0, right? If it's greater than, hold on, we'll compare the float. No, that's not what I want. Hold on. So if it's, we'll check to see if it's greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then that means there's a box on it. So we will get we'll get all of these paper sprites, and there's a lot of them. So if it's greater than 0, what we'll do is we will delay. I'll show you what I'm trying to accomplish here in just a second. Hold on, let me just go back to the viewport and double check that. So which one's this sprite? Oh, that's just paper sprite. Okay. So sprite, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so it is in order. That's perfectly what I wanted it to do. So we will start with paper sprite. So we're gonna, let's see, set visibility. Of our paper sprite. And I'm going to delete this, copy this, and I'm going to drag this guy down to here. So we'll set our visibility to, actually, you know what? We're going to ignore the first paper sprite because that one's always going to be visible. So we're going to go straight into paper sprite 1. So we'll set our visibility to be visible, assuming that there's a box on it. And then we want to, on this, delay. We're going to want to go the opposite direction with this. So if it's false, we're going to take our paper sprite 14. Take paper sprite 14. Let's drag this down just a bit so we have some more room. And I can drag these guys, bring these guys down so I have plenty of room. This is going to be a very interesting system here. So if it's false and the amount of boxes overlapped is indeed not greater than 0, so if it's less than or equal to 0, that means there's nothing on the pressure plate, which means that we're going to be running this. So we'll set our visibility as well as our collision. Where's set collision? Set collision enabled paper sprite. We'll delete this guy. Collision enabled. Copy this for now. Actually, you know what? We'll copy both of these. So we'll do this, and then this can drag into here as well. And then we'll do a delay. And then we'll paste these. And then we'll take our sprite 2. This is going to be a long system. But I think it's going to work how I think it is, and I think it's going to be dope as hell. So add another delay. And we'll take our sprite 3 over here. Wire you in. And another delay. We'll paste these. Grab our sprite 4. Move it like right there. Plug these in. And we'll do another delay. I think you can see what I'm going for here. Sprite numero 5. Plug this in here and here. Just compile and save real quick. Just to make sure, in case anything crashes, I don't lose my progress. Another delay here. Grab our sprite number 6. Oh, we didn't paste our thing. There we go. Paste that. Plug in this. Plug in this. Plug in this. Another delay. And then paste that. Plug that in. Sprite 7's up here for some strange reason. So I'll plug in sprite 7 to both of these. And then I'm actually gonna move this. I'm gonna break this branch here. And then I want to duplicate all these. Grab sprite 8, bring it on down. Come on. Add our delay in. Hopefully this delay is long enough. If it's not, it's going to be a little annoying to redo that, but that's fine. I guess we can copy and paste shit. Alright, sprite 8, and then another delay. Set the visibility in the physics, or in the collision. Grab paper sprite 9. Grab all these actually and bring them down. Oh, I don't have to keep scrolling as far. Paper sprite 9. Plug this into both of our conditions here. Or functions, I guess. Paper sprite 10. Plug it in. Delay. Control V. Connect up the completed. Paper sprite. Whoops. Come on, give me it. Paper sprite 11. Drag it into the targets. Okay, another delay. Paste in this. Paper sprite 12. Okay. Well, we're almost done. Well, with this half, that is. We have another half to do for when the drawbridge closes. But we'll get that in a sec. In fact, actually, that will probably go a little quicker. Um, 13. Probably won't go that much quicker, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, and last but not least, oops, let's just put a delay in there. Paste up this final set visibility thing. Grab our sprite number 14. Drag them on over. Compile. Wait, what's the issue here? Oh. It's because I deleted the sprite earlier. Alright. So now, let's go into our game here. And I'm actually just going to put a box up here. I'm also going to delete this because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to put a box up here, set that to 0. So now if I click play, well, this is actually, hold on. I needed to set, let's go to the drawbridge, and let's go back to the viewport, grab sprite 1 through 14, and we'll uncheck that. Visibility, we'll uncheck it, and collision, we'll set to no collision. Compile, save. So there we go. That's exactly how I want it to be. So we get up here. Probably should have done something there. Hold on. Alright, jump up here. So we got a box down here now, which appears to have broken. Come on. Please don't fuck with me, box. Box. Fuck. Please don't break, please don't break. No, it broke. Oh, but I fixed it. It's fine. We're good. So we'll have... Just open the door here so I can show you what I'm thinking. Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. I need to actually build a pressure plate somewhere. So this guy, I need to actually grab the box, move the box. 3.5. Nope. 1. Hold on. What did I do? .25 is fine. So we're just gonna, let's unlock this and we'll scale the Z to like 0.1. We're just gonna move this here for right now. We'll add a button there eventually, but I'm just gonna move this here for now just to show you sort of how I'm planning this. We get up on here, jump up here, move the box down, and it's probably gonna break, but that's fine. Oh, it actually didn't break. Alright, we want to open up this door so I can get the other box. And I'll just, oops, what did I do? Yeah, we'll just double check that that's on the plate. Okay, door's open, so we have access to this other box. So now if I did everything correctly, when I move this box over here... Yes! Yes! That's exactly what I wanted to happen! Oh, did you see that? That was awesome! That looked exactly like a drawbridge. So I'm trying to get this box up this ledge here. I might need to move the drawbridge up a little higher. Yeah, let's move the drawbridge up a little higher. And then... But that's exactly what I wanted it to do. That's perfect. And then I can take the box component and move it down. So we're going to want a pressure plate here as well. Alright, that is exactly how I wanted it to do. Oh, I need to move the pressure plate to 0 though. So yeah, you see you fall off there. But then if you get the box, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright. We need to add sounds to the pressure plate first of all, and then we also need to add the retraction mechanism. Or we could leave it at that and just have it so that the pressure plate never retracts so you can take the box. Yeah, because we did want to take the box with us. So I think that's it. I think we're done with the other than the sounds. We are done with our box here. That is a long thing of code. Holy shit. Yeah. So that's fine. That was dope though. So we're gonna need to add sounds into this. But for now, that works pretty much how I wanted it to work. And let's put this box at a value of -1 so that the player is in front of it. So the next step is actually going to be to put a door in here, which means I need to move this section upwards. Which is fine. We'll just move it upwards and we'll grab this door. Yeah, that's fine because we're going to be moving the boxes. So we'll grab this door, move these two down a bit just to cover the top of the door like that, and then like that. And I think I do want this guy right here, like this. No, we'll delete these two. Just have a nice grass patch there. Alright. We can move these over slightly. They don't have to be this close. So we can move them over like that. There's plenty of room for that. So then we'll take this door and we'll grab all of our boxes. Our collision boxes, that is. Box 1, we'll just move them all to the same spot. Box 2, because this door is gonna open with just one pressure plate, or with one box. So we'll just kind of stick all these in the same spot. I'm actually going to just double check that they are all exactly in the same spot. So let's see. So we got -227 and -297, or no, 277 and -297. So -277 and -297. grab this box. Delete 277 and 297. And last but not least, we'll grab this guy. Negative 277 and negative 297. Perfect. So all those boxes are perfectly lined up. Next step, we need a pressure plate in here. Set this value to 0. And we'll move it over. Perfect. And down just a couple pixels, so like that. Perfect. And we'll set it to -1, just so that the player is in front of it. This pressure plate's kind of floating, so we'll move it down a couple pixels, maybe over a couple pixels as well. And we'll scale this box to more accurately represent the pressure plate. So we'll grab this, grab the box component, scale it. Whoa. That's not right. Oh, because we're unlocked. No, that's not why. Alright, whatever. Z-axis will go with like 0.1. Okay. 0.05 should work for that, and then we'll go with like 0.2 for 0.25. 0.23 should work. Do like that and bring it on down, and presto changeo. Okay. So this drawbridge will open, allow us to get this box. I want these guys to be all the way up so that there's no chance of jumping over this thing. And actually, we'll even scale them. We'll even go up even higher. There's going to be 0 chance of jumping over this thing. And I just want to double check. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So there's no way of climbing that ledge either. So this section of the level is done. So you bounce, get onto this, brings you up to here, you get the box. Put the box down, it opens up the drawbridge. Bring the box across, put it on this pressure plate, and then the door opens. So let's play it. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Okay, we're up here. Didn't quite make that jump, but I know it's possible because I've done it before. Jump, there we go. And hope the box doesn't get stuck. It did not, perfect. So we'll move this box onto that pressure plate. Just double check that it's on there. Moving it like that, and then we can move this box. So that door is in fact open. Let's move this box onto there. So that opens up our drawbridge. Now we can take this guy across and open up that door right there. And let's just, yeah, I can't get through there. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted this level to do. Now the only thing we're missing, yeet. The only thing I'm missing now is, well, first of all, this mushroom kind of looks like it's floating, so maybe I'll do something about that. Maybe I'll put like a ground sprite underneath it or something. I'll figure something out with that. The only thing I'm missing now is drawbridge sounds. Oh my god, that's how you get super yeeted. You come at the mushroom from underneath. So that's why... Okay, there's a ledge there. That explains a lot. Well, that definitely means there needs to be some sort of ledge underneath that. And I think I got the perfect thing. Oh, the drawbridge isn't open. But yeah, so this should... So you can get over here, but you can't open the door without... Like you can yeet yourself over here. That's just fine, but you can't open this door. All right, that ledge should fix the yeeting problem. I hope. Might still be able to yeet yourself into it from that corner there, actually. So let's move this just back a tad, just like that, and see if you can still get onto it. I imagine you can. Ooh, not quite actually. Let's move both of these down a tad. Oh yeah, you're good. We're good. So it's still possible. Alright, how long have I been streaming for? About an hour and a half. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I think I'm going to take a break. Made some good progress here. I have created an extra section to this level, and I have created a new feature, so that's pretty fun. I think I'm going to save everything, and we'll end the stream here. Made some solid progress. So thanks for watching. Check out my shop at represent.com/store/shuckle. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.